What's up, jabronis? This is Mad Dog Butch here with a impromptu unboxing video. As I mentioned in my last video, I don't know when I'm going to be getting another pro wrestling crate or a pro wrestling loot box. So this is kind of a surprise item, um, and it's a very cool, very rare pro wrestling related item. And I actually won a raffle for this. If you are a fan of LJN Customs or LJN wrestling toys just all around, you should definitely be following the LJN Customs Facebook page. Not only is there some very talented people on there that make some just amazing, amazing customs out of the LJN figures, they also have raffles quite often. And to enter the raffle, it's normally not too much money. Normally, sometimes they limit how many spots there are. Sometimes they don't. But so this particular raffle was for this item, and so as you can see, the seal has not been broken. So I'm just going to go ahead and unbox it now. Now, the guy that makes these, his name is Pete Arico. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He just does these amazing, amazing customs, and I am so very happy that I won this item. And I hardly ever win anything, and so I was very surprised to win this. So they did end up doing a few different raffles for these. I think maybe only 50 of these exist, if I'm right. It's something like that anyway. And I don't know if he was originally planning on raffling these off or selling these, but either way, they did a raffle for, I think, about 4 different ones, and so far. And anyway, I did win this item, and wow. So it is wrapped in bubble wrap. I don't know if you can tell what that is yet, so I'm going to get it out of the bubble wrap. And I think, I want to say that these were like $5 raffle spots, and there was 100 spots in each raffle. A lot of times the raffles are even less money than that. Sometimes I don't know if they've ever been $1, but I know that I've entered some before that have been $2. But I actually did win one other one before. I did win a old school LJN Junkyard Dog figure. It wasn't a custom, but it still had the card from the back and everything. So wow, this is just an amazing, amazing item. Wow, seeing it in person just blows my mind. So if anybody can't tell what that is, what that's supposed to be from, excuse me, it is the Andre the Giant from the rock and wrestling cartoon that used to be on in the 80s. And like I said, this is a custom deal. I believe only 50 of them. I don't know if there's only 50 of the Andres altogether, or if there's only 50 of the carded versions, or what. I'm not really sure, but either way, this is an amazing, amazing thing. So there's other wrestlers on the back. I know that he has done some of these other wrestlers too, and every one of them is just so cool looking. So, like I said, there it is. Says Andre here. It looks like the old cartoon. They kind of made it not only it is that kind of like its own card for rock and wrestling, and for some reason, the only collectibles they did in the 80s of the cartoon show is, I believe, they did erasers that were shaped like the the wrestlers, and I think those were the only actual items that they made. So this Andre, if you can see it, it's got a Rock and Wrestling stand. But then the sticker on here reminds me of LJNs, the way they did the LJNs back then. Um, so he did put a bunch of the other wrestlers on there, and he also put on here episode 3, Andre's big problem, when Andre the Giant's mama comes for a visit. Andre tries to hide his job as a wrestler by pretending to work at a French bakery. I did watch that show all the time, religiously. I don't really remember it too well. I doubt that the writing was that fantastic on it, but I do remember being highly upset when I tuned in and it wasn't on anymore. And I think the Pee Wee Herman show is what replaced it, and I was very angry. And so I did not watch Pee Wee Herman because of that. But anyway, I just want to thank everybody involved for the auction, or for the raffle, I should say. And like I said, if you're interested in items like this, or just to look at some cool LJN customs, I mean, because there's just some unbelievable stuff out there. I always fancied myself as a pretty good customizer when it comes to LJNs, but these guys just blow me away, and so definitely check them out. This is so cool, and yeah, so I just wanted everybody to see that, and we'll see you next time.